In Fallout 4, some familiar faces hide a shocking secret. They are actually synths. Spoiler warning, this video will reveal the identity of 6 characters that you may not have realized are actually synths. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout.
You, me, an evening walk under the streetlights.
And then what?
Music.
I knew you were something special, all right?
Let's meet Magnolia. She is a 3rd generation synth who appears human in every possible way. She performs as a singer in Good Neighbor and is known for her smooth voice and enigmatic personality. She can be found at the 3rd Rail, which is a bar located in Good Neighbor, which is a southeast settlement of Diamond City. Magnolia is a lounge singer who is employed by Whitechapel Charlie. She performs several original songs and is featured in the Diamond City radio. If you visit the 3rd Rail in the evening, you can watch her performances and then you can initiate a conversation with her. If you happen to have high charisma, then you can follow some dialogue options that can lead to a rather flirtatious and possibly a romantic encounter. Although it's not explicitly revealed in dialogue, she is confirmed to be a synth through several means. The first, probably the most ghastly, is if you do take her out, you will find a synth component on her. Other ways are the official Fallout Wiki site, and if you pay close attention to her song lyrics and dialogues, then there are hints in there of her being a synth. Additionally, and probably lastly, the Institute terminals mention a runaway synth fleeing in Good Neighbor, strongly suggesting that Magnolia might be that synth.
I am not a synth.
Next, we are going to look at Mayor McDonough. Mayor McDonough is the elected leader of Diamond City who, unbeknownst to its residents, is also a synth created and implanted by the Institute after replacing the original mayor. He resides and works in his office within Diamond City, the major settlement in the ruins of Boston. As mayor, he oversees the city's governance, gives public speeches, including the empathetic speech "I am not a synth," and enforces his policies such as expelling ghouls and restricting missing person investigations. You meet him early in the game when entering Diamond City. He is central to quests like Jewel of the Commonwealth and Getting a Clue, and becomes a pivotal NPC during political learnings and in sheep's clothing after completing the main storyline. His identity is confirmed through several sources. You can either read an Institute terminal or complete the political learnings that triggers the during sheep's clothing, in which case he is publicly found to be a synth, after which he can either escape, i.e. you allow him to, or you can take him out and then searching him will reveal a synth component. And probably one of the more interesting ones is actually Piper's news article titled Moving Forward, where she basically says that the mayor is actually just a synth.
Hi.
Please don't hurt me.
Amelia Stockton. Amelia Stockton is a runaway, memory-wiped synth created by the Institute. She believes herself to be Old Man Stockton's daughter, but has no awareness of her true nature. She is being held captive in the compound beneath Covenant, a secretive settlement south of Covenant itself. Amelia doesn't hold any active occupation. She is imprisoned, awaiting interrogation and testing by Covenant residents under Dr. Rosalind Chambers' control. You can trigger this side quest, Human Error, by visiting Covenant and proceeding to the underground compound. Completing the entrance test, you'll discover Amelia in a cell. If you then speak to Old Man Stockton at Bunga Hill afterwards, then you can learn a little bit more about Amelia, and more so how the old man loves his daughter knowing that she's basically a synth. Now there are a couple of ways to confirm that Amelia is a synth. The first and foremost is Old Man Stockton himself, who confirms that she is a synth, although Amelia herself actually remains unaware of this fact. If you decide to take out Amelia, then when you search her, you will find a synth component on her. And lastly, you could potentially also pickpocket her, find her synth component on her without engaging in any violence. And if you made it this far into the video, then please do consider liking this video. As you probably know by now, I really enjoy reading and replying to as many comments as I can. So, more interestingly, if you happen to find an NPC that you think is a synth but don't have any definitive proof, let me know, and I think it'll be interesting to sort of chat about it in the comments of this video.
Don't think I've seen you around here before. You new to these parts?
Roger Warwick. Roger Warwick is a third-generation synth from the Institute, designed as the patriarch of Warwick Homestead. He replaced the original, who was kidnapped and sadly interrogated to provide a detailed personality profile. He resides at the Warwick Homestead, an A-listed settlement east of Atomcast Garage and south of the castle in the Commonwealth. He serves as a farmer, managing crops on his homestead as part of an Institute-run agricultural experiment on genetically modified produce. If you begin the Institute quest building a better crop, you can then follow Dr. Curlin's instructions to deliver seeds and use the passphrase to identify him. During the Radiant quest Warwick Homestead Greenskins, you'll interact with him again as well. You can find evidence of him being a synth in the Institute terminals as well. You can read the bioscience records which confirms that he was replaced to facilitate crop testing, and the Institute planned to purge all evidence afterwards. If you also speak to his family members, you will notice that they say his personality basically changed overnight. If you speak to his family long enough, then you will find that they will tell you that he doesn't sleep as long as he used to, and he's basically stopped abusing alcohol and drinks in general, and in general he's just a nicer person. Effectively, something happened overnight and he basically changed. The interesting thing is that the community, i.e. the Fallout community, on large agrees that he is also a synth. However, if you decide to take him out, interestingly, you will not find a synth component on him. However, contrary to that, you will find records of him being a synth in the Institute, as well as his noted difference in behavior by his family.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This guy's huge. Bet he could lift that minigun without stupid power armor.
Sturges. Sturges is a skilled handyman and settlement builder known as the resident mechanic of Sanctuary Hills. According to game files and external lore, such as Fallout Shelter, he is actually a third-generation synth created by the Institute, though he appears unaware of his own origins. You first encounter Sturges at the Museum of Freedom during the early Concord raid. He later relocates to Sanctuary Hills and stays there throughout the entire game. Sturges acts as the primary handyman for your settlement. He teaches settlement construction, helps repair power armor, and plays a central role in building the teleporter for the Minutemen's assault on the Institute itself. Sturges becomes available during the quest when Freedom calls in Concord and then follows you back to Sanctuary Hill. He remains stationed at your settlement and becomes critical during the Minutemen main questline for teleporter construction. If you want to find out exactly how Sturges is a synth, well, the first thing you can do is, if you can make him a non-essential NPC and have him taken out, you will find that he drops a synth component. Interestingly, if you observe his bio in Fallout Shelter, you will notice that he has a label on him to call him out as a Gen 3 synth. And perhaps more interestingly, other than these sole two pieces of evidence, i.e. the loot on his body and the fact that he has a label in Fallout Shelter, there really is nothing else in the game, whether it's in the Institute or whether through dialogue, that you ever find that Sturges is a synth. It is only through these two means that you sort of come to the conclusion that he is most likely a synth.
If I appear suspicious, it's because our mission here has been difficult.
Paladin Danse. Paladin Danse is a high-ranking officer of the Brotherhood of Steel. He is loyal, disciplined, and unwavering. He is later revealed to be a synth, designation M797, confirmed through Institute records and Brotherhood intelligence indicating he matches a missing synth. You will first encounter Danse during the Call to Arms quest in Cambridge Police Station, later by accompanying him through various other quests, and then soon after that, or rather after some time anyway, he will be revealed to be listening to Post Bravo during the Blind Betrayal quest. Danse serves as a paladin in the Brotherhood, executing missions against the Institute and Synth. He can also become a permanent companion if the player chooses to spare him. He initially appears as part of the Brotherhood missions. After Blind Betrayal, he goes missing. If you track him down via Brotherhood intel leading to his bunker at Listening Post Bravo, where you can confront him and then decide his fate. To actually confirm that Danse is a a synth, you can find a data file DNA matches M797 flagged as a missing synth in the Institute records. You can also find via quest reveal, i.e. during blind betrayal, Elder Maxim basically declares him a synth and orders his execution. You can also, after taking him out, search his body and you will find a synth component on him. And lastly, during some special dialogue sequences, he will actually say that he thinks he is a machine that thinks like a human and urges the player to take him out, showing that he was basically unaware until that very moment. In this guide, I showed you 6 synths that are hidden in plain sight. If you enjoyed this content and found it interesting, or generally find Fallout 4 content interesting, then perhaps click on the video you see on the screen right now to learn some more cool things about Fallout 4. If you want to learn some more cool things about Fallout 4, then click on the video you see on the screen right now.